Can you hear me?
What year did you graduate from QAHS?
Before we start, I just wanted to thank you all for having me back today. It's really a pleasure to come back, and it's a bit real coming back, and it still feels like I've gone back 5 years. About 7 or 8 years I was sitting in the seat that you're in today. But I graduated in 2012, and I finished in 2012, and I'm now studying medicine over at Griffith.
What was your favourite subject at QA?
I would say my favourite is maths. However, that is probably of least assistance to my studies after QA. One of my least favourites was probably French. However, that is probably the one that I best remember today, which is quite interesting. And psychology actually has been of massive assistance, especially right now because we're doing a block on the brain and psychology. And it's actually helped a lot. And biology and chemistry have helped as well. So I guess a mix of all of them, probably maths, but it hasn't helped me much. I still love it though.
How did you find the QAHS community? Did you find it supportive?
I love the QAHS community. That's probably what I miss most. And I study with a lot of QAHS students now. So all through the medical school at Griffith, there's QA students, and probably all my best friends are from QA. It's interesting, one of my best mates, Tate, he's from QA, he was a year below me. He's actually he's just calling me before, he's in Mexico right now on his second gap year. And he was actually just telling me yesterday he's putting in his application to take his third gap year, and he wants to ride a bike down South Africa, sorry, down through the west coast of Africa to South Africa. He's crazy.
When you think about your time here, what were some of your highlights or best moments?
Not having detentions. Is that still a thing? I might get in trouble for saying this, but one of my funniest things, or most memorable things that I did was when I met a couple of mates and I would got a fishing line. Maybe I shouldn't say this one, but we got a fishing line and we put a wallet on the end of it and we pulled the string and we caught a couple of teachers. One of them's just over there, and I think she's still upset with me about it. The best memories are being with a bunch of great people, and the teaching staff really are outstanding. It's actually really interesting. We always talk about this, the alumni. We're all really proud to have gone here. And I find it absolutely incredible that I'm told that it's now the best school in Queensland. And the other thing I find great is that there were 2 45s last year, and I think that everyone in this room should be congratulated for that, especially the staff. I just find it amazing where it's come from to where it is today, especially being the best school in Queensland, and I went to the best school in Queensland. So, yeah.
So you're quite proud to say that?
Very proud to say that.
That's good.
Of course.
What special opportunities do you think the Academy experience provided for you?
To meet some really, really smart people. And really, I did the medical science program, and I'm sure a lot of you know it's like just all the OP ones from around the country. And I got to study with them in an intensive program for about 2 years. And I don't know, like a small percentage of those students were from the Academy. And it was really interesting because we got to see how all of us went as a group, like OP1 students from everywhere else and then from here as well. And I can say that the students from here did really, really well. And in general, better than the students from other schools around Australia who also got OP1s. So it definitely vouches for the Academy and the IB program.
So you think it's beneficial going to this school?
It has definitely benefited me enormously.
And it's opened up some wide opportunities?
Yeah, definitely.
So what special opportunities do you think oh wait, did I just ask that? What was it like working here with fellow Bright students?
Well, I'm still with them today. Every day I'm studying with them. Some best mates with Will Sy. I don't know if anyone here knows him. He would graduate a few years ago, and my other best mate, Tate, and then, I don't know, all through our medical school, there's students, the guy that I've been sitting we sit exams every week in anatomy, and the guy that writes our exams is from QA. He makes them ridiculously hard. But I see them all the time. But yeah, it's great working with people from QA.
So what are some things you've done since graduating from QA?
Well, first of all, I took a gap year. I actually didn't really have this normal path that most people talk with regards to graduation and stuff like that. I finished with, I needed what's the current cutoff for a medical science program? It's like 43, 44, something like that. Something stupid like that. And I needed to get that ridiculous score. And I actually finished off with an IB of 40, and I needed a 43, I think. And I had that small credit from the science program, I can't remember what it's called. So I had like 41 points or whatever. But anyway, I got my results back, and it was just like 1% off in 4 subjects. So I basically was 4% off of 44, and I was pretty upset about that. But I was still happy with the 40, I guess. That's what I wanted to get. But long story short, I put my stuff in for a remark, ended up getting up to 42, and I went back and resat my maths exam, and ended up getting 43. Took a gap year, came back, and then got into medical science. So basically, I'm just trying to say that it's that determination. You just got to keep going at it. If you want to get a high score, or you want to get whatever you want to get, then you just have to have that determination, and you will get there eventually, one way or another. And that's certainly been my experience. And it's only one thing that you need: determination, not intelligence necessarily.
How has the transition from school to uni worked for you?
Really, really well. I see a lot of university students struggle, or have seen, and I learnt something here, and it was determination, and it's helped a lot, and I have found the transition to university much easier. And I'm telling you the truth. Like QA, you really you get pushed hard. You should be getting pushed hard, I hope. But when you move to university, it makes it way easier. And that's been the experience of all my friends that went here as well.
What are the best learnings from QAHS for uni? The things that have most helped you?
Work hard. That's all. That's what I learned here. No, I don't know.
Do you
I forget what it is.
You're an inquirer.
I'm an inquirer, apparently.
So do you think the IB has been helpful for your university work, and how?
Yeah, it definitely has been helpful. It's set the bar of this, like when you move from here to university, it's a really easy transition, and that's what's made it really good. And it's such a similar, the way that university is set up is so similar, so you guys get a mark out of 7 for your subjects. Exactly the same when you go across to university. And the same sort of system with the exams at the end of the semester. It's so similar. And it just really makes that so much easier when you move over there.
So you felt like really prepared for it? You get me. So if there was one tip you would like to share with current QAH students, what would it be?
Work hard, and I would say if you can, take a gap year. I don't know if that's the best advice to give, but in my experience, it's really helped me, and I feel like it's really enhanced my path, I guess. So I would definitely advise you all to take a gap year if you can.
So overall, you quite miss the school?
Yeah, no, I do.
That's
But
good.
I love what I'm doing right now as well. I'm skipping a lecture right now, learning about the brain, and then tomorrow we go and we look at cadavers, like the dead bodies, and we look at the different parts of the brain all cut up, and it's absolutely fascinating when I study across the road. It's really, really good, and I like that equally as much as here.
That's all for today.